Hi there, welcome to my Virgo friends. My name is Angel with Ninth House Collective. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. How I like to spend our time together is asking for messages around personal growth, what we need to release, what we need to welcome in, and some messages around actions that we can take, right? So they're general readings, but there are going to be nuggets of wisdom in here. And so see how you can use these messages to really affect positive change within your life. So my focus is really from personal growth mindset, what we can look at to gain self-awareness, expansion, new information, how we can step into our more authentic, balanced, and true selves. So that's what we'll be doing. In addition to the cards, I will also be bringing messages typically around our chakra centers. Sometimes I will feel something within my body or hear a message in regards to a center that would be beneficial for those of you who are resonating with certain things to hear. So, all right, guys. So my Virgos, I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling the cards. I want you to take a moment and just take a deep breath in. Let the day slide away. I'm going to ask to be a clear channel, connecting only with the energies of unconditional love, the highest of wisdom, and the utmost healing. Connecting with our angels, our guides, our ancestors. What is it that we need to hear? What is it that my Virgo friends watching need to hear in regards to the energy of February? All right, Virgos, let's see what messages want to come out for you guys today. So we have the Magician in its inverse position, the King of Pentacles, very interesting in its inverse position, and the Tower card in its inverse position. Two major arcanas. I feel like this is a little bit of a deja vu because one of my, it was also another, I know for sure it was an earth sign, but they also got the Magician and the King of Pentacles. And you guys also both got two major arcana. So this is a big lesson for my Virgos. And right now, the Magician showing up in its inverse manner, which was different, I believe, than the other reading. But anyway, showing up in this manner, what this is telling me is what you need to release is feeling like you don't have enough, you aren't enough. And you really need to work on your solar plexus, right? That is our personal power center, our self-confidence, how we feel about ourselves. So in its upright position, this card speaks to realizing you have everything you need. Every suit is represented here on the table here, right? This is a major arcana speaking to learning the lesson of how to alchemize your highest dreams, your deepest desires, your purpose, how to manifest them and alchemize them into your physical world, right? When it shows up in its inverse manner, it says that what you need to leave behind for my Virgo friends is feeling like you aren't enough, feeling like you're lacking something, right? Because the Magician has everything they need. So that's what you're leaving behind, right? That energy is something you need to work on releasing. And the King of Pentacles in its inverse, this also, again, is this energy wants to come in, right? But we need to first transform what needs to be released, right? So the Magician in its highest form, remember, realizes they are master manifestors, right? Even in its inverse, it can be a master manifestor, but they may be manifesting things that aren't for their highest good because they think they don't deserve better on some level. So there's a story or something that needs to be unwound there. So the King of Pentacles in its inverse also speaks to a block in your material world right now around your finances. Typically, that's the number one kind of theme of the Pentacles, but can also represent lots of things, right, that are our highest visions in our pentacle worlds, because kings speak to mastering something, right? And this is mastery over our pentacles. So although finances and a healthy budget and a healthy relationship with money is definitely a key theme, it can also relate to our health, right? To our family life, to our work-life balance, to things that help us feel safe, secure, joyous, and balanced within our material worlds. So there's a little bit of a block there, right? We have 2 cards showing up for when I use the cards for personal growth. It's really speaking to me about a resistance here, but you are at a major arcana and you are at the king. So you have done so much incredible work. I feel like so many of you are like, damn, I'm doing the work. And yes, you are. And you're almost at mastery, right? And you're almost able to alchemize in your highest vision. But the action that needs to come, you guys got, in its inverse manner, the Tower card. This is a complete shaking down and crumbling of structures that are not working in your life, right? When it comes, this card speaks to, again, it's a major arcana. So sometimes when we are trying to learn something and there is something that needs to have the light shown on it, a new perspective, a new story, a new understanding, sometimes the universe steps in and creates an unexpected change that can feel a little scary at first, right? So in addition to the solar plexus, because we're dealing with the pentacles, I'm going to say grounding and solar plexus are the areas that I want you to nurture as your top 2. And I'm feeling some buzzing in my sacral. So really your bottom 3, right? So those are going to connect us with feelings of safety and security. That's our root chakra, feeling supported in life. We are releasing fears and worries through that chakra. Then we move to our sacral center. That's about leaning into creativity, right? That's about emotional stability. So, and this king in its upright manner, he leads really balanced between his logical and his emotional self, right? So in its inverse, they're speaking to some kind of imbalance there. Now, there's been tons of growth, but when this card is in its upright manner, the universe is going to step in and shake things up unexpectedly. But when it comes in this position, Virgos, this means you are the one that needs to affect the change around the structures and the things that aren't working in yourself. And you need to have a shift in what it is and an understanding about what you truly deserve, and really go after your goals. And remember, he's the master, they are the master manifester in the card, right? Be sure you're manifesting the right things in your life. Be sure that you are really listening to your deepest desires and your highest self. You are at the king level, which is mastery, okay? But right now there's some things and some more awareness that needs to come in, and you need to think about that. And this card is speaking to the action that needs to be taken is that you need to shake up the shit in your life that isn't working. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You have the knowledge. You are a master manifester and in that mode right now. So make sure you're manifesting the right things. Make sure you're putting your energy where it should be placed. So those are the messages I'm getting from those cards for my Virgo friends. You have 3 centers to work on, but really, if you're only going to focus on one, let's talk about the solar plexus a little more, because it's really buzzing for me right now, right? This really helps us to make aligned decisions, right? This is best beefed up by taking action on things for your highest good and committing to it, right? This is our center that is really well nurtured by positive affirmations. And when we do and be and think and feel positively about ourselves, we take the actions that are the best suited for us. Even if it sometimes pushes us out of our comfort zone, we know that we are strong enough, we are capable to make the right decisions and affect the positive change to really tear down the shit that wasn't working, right? The things that aren't working in your life. And this is going to be in regards to your cups and your pentacles. So cups are about our emotional stability and about our love, how we give and receive. They can also represent relationships, right? Because it's it's about our emotions. But really in personal growth, it's about how you give to yourself. And because your solar plexus is your number 1 center, really want you to lean into your worth and remember how worthy you are, and to really alchemize and go after the things that might not be the easiest, but that are your true desires, right? Like, don't limit yourself. Don't put restrictions on yourself. Gain mastery over equal give and take within your material world. And this tower is saying you are the one that needs to affect the change. All right. Let's close out now that you have your centers. The secondary ones are going to be root and sacral. Root is being in nature. Sacral is leaning into creativity. Okay. What is it that my beautiful Virgo friends need to hear in regards to the energy of February? Leaving behind thinking they don't have enough or they aren't enough. Really opening up and creating stability between the mental and the emotional, balance between the high energy of the King of Pentacles, right? He showed up in its inverse. And then the action card is all about personally affecting change within your life. So the action to take is to start taking action, right? You are the one that needs to create this change in the way that you think and feel about yourself and what it is that really mastering your pentacle world or your physical world looks like for you. Okay, and from Moonology, let's see what your message is to close out the reading. You guys got your hard work is paying off. Yes. Love that this is ending on this note because you are at 2 major arcanas and a king. You've been doing the work. Like, I know sometimes it can feel like we're stuck in that same energy of learning, but it's kind of like in steps. Like we gain more and more understanding and self-awareness and understand what it is that, success looks like for us. What it is that really set your soul on fire. It takes a while to uncover who we are. And so you have had great success. So I love that it's ending on your hard work is paying off. It is. Now get out there and continue to take inspired action for your highest good and tear down the shit that isn't working. Leave. The energy for releasing is thinking that you aren't enough or you don't have enough. Okay, and I love this for you guys. On a high note, your hard work is paying off. It really is. These are just concepts and things to think about as we continue on self-growth and discovery, right? This is a never-ending process, right? It's just a journey, and we learn different lessons at different times. So congratulations, Virgos. Your hard work is paying off. You're really closing out a cycle that has been with you for some time, probably at least a decade or more, and you're really transforming different things you think and feel about yourself and what success and contentment look like to you. All right, guys, if nobody's told you lately, you are all spectacular creatures, so take the time to nurture you. Catch you next month.